universities have become the latest battleground for the Israel Gaza conflict. We've seen hundreds of pro-Palestinian students being arrested across US campuses over the last couple of weeks. It began with an unprecedented standoff at Columbia University in New York, where the president of the university called in the New York Police Department to evict and arrest more than 100 students who had been protesting on the lawns for some days, and also suspended them. Now that has actually led to a bigger backlash in Columbia itself. Classes have had to go into hybrid mode, and the protests have actually swelled. We've seen protests spreading to many other campuses also, including Ivy League ones like Yale University. Now there are a couple of aspects to this story. One, of course, is that many of these protests, which have been calling for an end to the Israeli actions in Gaza, have also turned into hate speech and have bordered on being violent. Not all of them have been violent, many have been peaceful, but some of them, according to student accounts, have turned anti-Semitic and threatening in their tone and tenor. And that is not acceptable, because no student, Jewish or otherwise, should feel unsafe and insecure on campus. And it is the responsibility of authorities to ensure that everyone does feel secure. However, by all accounts, a vast majority of these protests have been peaceful, and people do have a right to voice their concerns about Israel's actions in Gaza, which have now killed more than 30,000 civilians, many of them women and children. America prides itself on free speech, on protest. American universities in the past have been bastions of protests, such as against the Vietnam War. And today, they are completely clamping down on any pro-Palestinian protesters in the most undemocratic way. People have a right to voice their anger with Israel as long as it's done within peaceful means. And if that is happening, then arrests are very heavy-handed.